What's happening, Vault Hunters? So we're jumping back into the Borderlands 3 playthrough. We got Flak on the go, we've hit Athenas, we've found Maya. Let's find out where we go next. So there's a few nooks and crannies around here, so I'll do a bit of exploring. Last thing we did, we spoke to, well, Maya was speaking to Ava, her apprentice. So we're currently heading to track her down. Got a claptrap.
Take you.
Claptrap collectible there. Working towards Claptrap's body parts for his friend, if you want to think of it like that. That's right, last time we were doing some failing at sniping, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. I still didn't register this thing. There we go.
Look at this freaking nerd! He read a book so hard, he died! What a freaking nerd!
Claptrap's such a douche. I really appreciate that. My kind of douche. We like douches around here. Nerds, dorks, geeks, anything like that. Weirdos. Anything different. Anything out of the boring ordinary. Well, to an extent. Always got to put a disclaimer on these things, because it is still real warm where I am in the world right now. So if I look ill or uncomfortable, it's because I'm probably feeling both. Man, that scope's slow. Oh. Sweating out my eyeballs. I'm just running cover. It's nothing to do with the weather. The climate here is very mild. I'm just a sweaty gamer.
Hell yeah, Vault Hunter! If you'd been around when the invasion started, we just might have held our own. Now ring the bell.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need some iridium to get into the anchor hold. It'll amp up my siren powers. On an extremely related note, how do you feel about grave robbing?
Robbing a human grave is on my bucket list.
Good. There's some iridium hidden in the cemetery. Something tells me Ava's already there. She'll help you out. I've never actually been inside the anchor hold. It's got iridium protections around it, but I think I can get around them. There's a passage in my book of ancient siren techniques. I'm gonna go grab it, since the library's unprotected, and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, you're the boss. But yeah, I do really enjoy this area. It was a little sad we didn't get to see more of Athenas. I thought that maybe that was going to be, you know, a DLC. They would have done something real specific and gone with some old sort of Asian traditions and myths to build a sort of side thing, which I guess they kind of did in Bound by Blood. They perhaps were sort of middle grounding with that to an extent, because they reused a lot of the architecture from here, and they obviously have Asian lady as kind of the antagonist in that one. So maybe that was originally a little less westernized, or maybe that's the whole joke, you know. A lot of western films, what we would consider classic cinema in the West, like a lot of Hollywood, like literal western movies like Wild West, old Clint Eastwood, Magnificent Seven, like all the like classic cowboy films are basically just rip-offs of Asian cinema, samurai films and the like, at least in my understanding, a lot of those are just retellings of the same thing. So maybe that's kind of the joke there, and I'm just a little late to the party. Definitely makes a lot of sense. Shoot you in the butt.
My knife is lost.
What other guns we got here? That's not doing too bad. Stay out of the picture. You got anything good? Nah. Okay. This leads back to where we were. This guy's quite a good good little farm. You can do this guy and Tront, the boss we're going to get to in a bit. And this guy drops a grenade that like burrows into people. I want to say it's called the Nagata, but I'm a little rusty on my knowledge at the moment. It's been a hot minute for sure since I've spent serious time in here. Anyway.
Gorge yourself.
Man, that guy's looking for a raise. He's going serious. Now, in every game, I feel like it's a rule that there should be something behind the waterfalls. So, anytime I go to a game and that happens, a little part of me inside dies. Let's do a little bit of exploring around here. There's obviously side quests that you can do in Athenas, which take you to some of these areas. There's an area around the back there, just a little bit separated from this. But yeah, it's a fun area to explore, for sure. As most areas are in the Borderlands games, it's very rare that...
Cool if I take this. Thanks, later.
Sup, girl?
Oh, hey! I was just out here looting corpses. But wait, you're a vault hunter like Maya used to be? Go on adventures, save the universe, kill bad guys?
There is more to it than that. But not much more.
Yes! That's so freaking cool, I want to die instantly. I'm gonna be a vault hunter
I mean,
too.
I don't see how that helps
Or I
anything,
would
but...
be if Maya assigned me more than just guarding a dusty ass
Maybe the
nightmare and
storyline?
staring at water for like 100 hours. Sorry, just really boring around here. So, we're gonna loot this graveyard or what?
Just kidding. I'm not going to
What
tear
you
into
got,
Ava
Gates?
too much yet.
Nothing,
At this
bitch.
point in
You
the
got
story,
nothing.
everything up to this point is a good setup for Ava. At this point, I think anyone playing the game would like Ava, see her as, you know, a good step forward, maybe a nice glimpse of the future that Borderlands may have.
You there. How are your last?
So it is a shame how things go in the longer scheme of things, but we will talk about that as it happens. But I do want to make a point that at this juncture in the game, Ava seems like a pretty cool, crazy kid that, you know, is actually quite fun. Like this point in the mission, just running around with her here, is very enjoyable. She seems just like a, you know, a different kind of personality than we've had yet. I guess you've got some kind of crossover with sort of Tiny Tina to an extent, but Tiny Tina is obviously whack, whereas Ava is a little bit more down to earth.
Maya says the monks put iridium in tombs, so the dead have some spending money in the afterlife. We'll pay him back.
Loot in!
If we're not.
Smash the pottery just to make sure the job's done.
But I know a few more places we can try.
Missed. Loser. Sorry, there's not something wrong with my head. I'm just kind of looking around and enjoying the scenery while dispensing
Ah, you found a chest.
chaos.
I got this one. Ah, it's sticky. Why? Why is it sticky? Oh, monks are so weird.
And another Typhon de Leon
The graveyard. That's where it went down. See, I was admiring
voice
the tombs when
archive
Siren
here.
Queen Dido catches me. You must die, trespasser, she says. Any final requests? So I say, how about one last dance? She narrows her eyes, then nods and takes my hand. I remember her gray hair cut by the moonlight, and how her bony fingers grabbed my tuchus and wouldn't let go. Next thing I knew, she smooches me right on the tomb. Boom! Siren girlfriend.
Smooth moves, my dude. Smooth moves.
How were your last breaths still?
Putting my head up there a little bit. There you go. Get up, buddy. Quick, before I die. Oh. Feel free to help. Oh my. What? That's terrifying. Hey, how about help? And that's the moment I started disliking Ava. Ah. Well, normally the AI is quite helpful with that sort of thing, so that was, I think, just a bad sequence of events, but nonetheless, not a big deal. We just have to run back. Ultimately, it's my fault for being an idiot and taking too many shots. I think most of that was cleared out. Just bad timing. Oh, one more big boy.
It's time to fight.
Oh, another little boy.
This is the way of things. Sniffed it out, did you?
Alright, I see. The game was expecting me to have done this before Ava kind of triggers back into existence, I guess. Whoa. Grenades are rarely just grenades in Borderlands, and sometimes that will be your undoing if you're not careful.
Dying to get inside that anchor hold ever since I got here. Something about locked doors, man. Makes my palms itch.
Goodies, goodies. That's a big beastie. Big beastie. Meet my big beastie.
Big wretch! Big freaking wretch! Kill it! No mercy! No mercy! It must die!
Accelerating.
Oh, another level. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. I realised after having started this playthrough, I probably should have started with a different character, as I am going to be doing some content on one of my higher level flaks. Let's see what I can do about getting hold of some of my other save files.
Cool. Let's get this iridium.
But yeah, I'm sort of doing some flak things, so I think I should have done some other character, but we'll dip around. Definitely going to be dropping into some different content with Amara, Zane, and Mose will probably be last on my list. She's the one I've played least in Borderlands 3. Now, I feel like there's a chest round here.
I am done playing games, monks.
But is it just a normal chest?
Divine judgment from me, Trant.
It's a locked chest. It must be related to a quest or something then, maybe. Whoa. And we are... Let's just keep feeding into that. And, oh, I didn't have that equipped. Get those put on there as well. All going to help out. Stunts. Now, almost every time I've run along this bridge, these people start running at me, and I try to shoot them. But they are just some of the monks. They're just friendlies. And I think that is the first time out of probably 100 that I've actually controlled myself enough not to shoot them. So,
Might want to check your pockets. She was stowaway on one of our seasonal merchant ships.
Stay down.
Crossed paths. She tried to steal my book, and instead of throwing her off a cliff, I decided to train her as my apprentice. I've got my book and heading your way in a sec. I'm just finishing up some...
It's very charitable. That's very charitable, Maya, but I'm not sure if that's the best way to select your apprentice.
Relaxation exercises. Much better.
I don't think that's what it at all. I think she's lying to our faces. I think she just literally thought, you have cool blue hair. I have cool blue hair also. Wanna hang? That's that seems more likely.
Please consider surrendering while we trample your treasured heritage just because we're better than you.
He has a point. I think there's another claptrap part up here maybe, or something. Not there. I could be remembering wrong, so that is definitely a thing that happens regularly. But I did think there was something around here. Maybe I'm getting my places confused. Oh yeah, forget that as well. Exploration is less of a thing. I don't really need to think as much because all that stuff I think shows up on the map. So goodness knows what I was thinking about there. Maybe it's in the next area. But yeah. I need to stop thinking so hard.
I am through playing games.
I also, as you can see, am in desperate need of beauty sleep. So this won't be a massive session. We're going to get Athena's cleaned up, the main story part of it at least, and then see what I feel like. I think we get access to another area fairly quick after this, so I think I'll probably go there and get set up, ready for the next session. This isn't going to take us too long. Not with the kind of support you're giving me right now. This is a team effort. I don't ever want you to think this isn't a team effort. This is a solo playing a team effort game. So, well done.
No questions asked.
Now, I'm just spamming all this stuff out of my inventory because I'm a bit of a loot slut. And I tend to carry the finer things in life. But there is a big possibility that I will completely ruin myself for what I should be actually, or what I actually need to complete certain things. This fight can be a little bit of a pain if you come here ill-equipped. There's a few things that go on here. Some of the elemental damage can get you pretty quick. But we've been having a leisurely pace, level 14.
That's the spirit.
Let's see what we get.
Chew them to bits.
Okay, so it's going to be a little slow. At least until we get into his soft, fleshy center. We might be able to do it. He's a little faster. That was mean. I'd have thought that had been a insta-kill. Gotta watch out for that snowball.
A meager life, big death.
Really handy having my pet to do all the work. That's more what I expected last time.
You cannot take me.
Do pig. Monks. Very fun. All the voice lines and
He
things.
is dead. That's what matters. But yeah, seriously the worst.
You got the iridium? Give it here. I've never been able
I
to
think
use
you've been
iridium the
spending
way
too
Lilith
much time
does,
with
but
Lilith.
I found a technique in this book that might change that. Okay, here goes something. It's working. Holy crap.
Great work, amigo.
I feel like I could phase lock a planet right now.
Teach me that right now.
Whew, I could get used to that kind of power. Okay, let's get the key fragment, Vault Hunter.
Lead the way.
So, Ava, you survived the invasion. Guess all those hours staring at water taught you something after all.
I can handle myself. I learned to fight way before I met you.
Let's spar then, kid.
Oh, you know I would, but I've got a loot to sort through.
Nope. Go pack a bag. You get your wish. We're leaving with the Vault Hunter.
Boy, for real? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Whatevs. Could be fun. I'll grab my stuff.
Vault Hunter, check this out. The Iridians left messages like these all over the galaxy. I always figured there was a connection between sirens and vaults.
I'll be back
I
to
can't
see
read
you
it,
later.
but it must mean something. Waiting on you.
You are not waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. Go get an attitude. Ugh, white. I will
This
take
relic's been
this.
here since before I was born. But as long as Maliwan knows it's here, Athenas will never be safe.
Ah, Rubik's Cubes, alright.
I should tell you this before I explain it to Lilith. The real reason I took Ava on as an apprentice, she's going to be a siren someday. And I want to make sure she's ready when that happens. See you up in the stars, Vault Hunter.
Okay, let's go. We got another Titan voice log.
There's no place in the galaxy with more sirens than Athena's. Must be something in their water. The sirens were drawn to the place by some sort of, I don't know, call? I stayed for a few years until Queen Dido passed away. Then some monks in the Order of the Impending Storm took over the joint. One day, some skeezy monk, he pulls me aside and says he'll pay plenty if I bring him another siren. I slap him in the face with my Verkuvian backhand and hopped in my ship. Never came back. The moral of this story is that monks suck.
Typhon had an affair with the Siren Queen Dido. Astounding and tantalizing. Oh, and another cache has been revealed.
Okay, for now, Athenas, we are... That's interesting. Noticed that before. It's kind of like the radio things you have to fire up on each of the planets. Oh, we got a few of them around here. It's just the same asset. But yeah, right. Okay. Goodbye for now, Athenas. Let us head back to Sanctuary. And have a little slurp of iridium juice. Legendary.
Glad to have you back.
Lilith tells me you have acquired a vault key fragment. Bring it to me. I shall keep it safe while you gallivant around in search of the other pieces.
Is this thing on? Test. Hey, Vault Hunter, have we got an opportunity for you? You don't want to miss it!
Wait, what?
Yeah. When you took on the bully monks and Captain Flint and the stairs, I make Maya tell me about it all the time.
So you want to hear stories about how cool I am?
Yeah.
Have you come to the right place? Come, new favorite crew member. Come and hear the story of how my ass saved the entire ship. There I was.
There's a great friendship there. Like, that's a cool way for kind of the sort of old and the new to be married together, and have, you know, older players, veterans of the game, and new players sort of have that, you know, relatable scene there as those two meet.
Any item anywhere. Sell to me, and I'll find a buyer.
Yeah, more I need.
You've got two choices. Buy
Definitely
an
that.
SKU or don't. But you definitely should. You will do no such thing. You hear me?
I can't afford that.
Roger. Okay.
A new vault key fragment. Just holding this makes my skin tingle. That and
Thank
I
you,
ate
boy.
one of Marcus's discounted burritos. In case you were wondering, this isn't a complete vault key. Why the Iridians split the keys into fragments is anyone's guess, but the vault key on Pandora required 3 pieces. Still, it's a start. You should return to Lilith. I'm sure she and Maya have a lot of catching up to do, or whatever it is people with social lives do. No, thank you. Give me a sterile room full of surgical equipment any day.
Hot.
What do you mean, a siren apprentice? I can't explain it right now, Lilith, but she's going to be a siren someday. We'll talk about this later.
What's up, girls?
What's up, killer? Maya says you kicked some major ass.
Yes, we sent a great many asses to death.
I believe it. Well, 1 fragment down, 2 more to go. So what is this all about, Lilith? Why is Maliwan on Athenas? Our key fragment has been a secret for generations. How did they find out about it now?
Not
Splazer.
sure. Calypso seemed to know more about the vaults than any of us, even Tanis. They knew about the vault map. Maybe they told Maliwan to invade Athenas. They say they're after something called the Great Vault, and the vault on Promethea must be part of their plan. We have to get there first.
We will, Firehawk.
I'm not sure anyone calls me that anymore.
Lilith, long time. So, how are things?
Wow, nice mustache.
Thanks. It's a siege mustache. Listen, I'm gonna have to cash in on that Allies card. Katagawa's got an asteroid-mounted laser aimed at Atlas HQ, and he's threatening to slice me in half unless I surrender. I'm, freaking out here! Freaking out! And Zero reports the laser's being powered by a vault key fragment, so,
All I needed to hear, we're on it.
now we're talking. Yay, allies! Rhys, out.
Go down there and help Rhys with his laser issue, Vault Hunter.
I hope Rhys knows what he's doing. Lilith says he's one of us, but can't trust a man with a mustache. That's just science.
Alright.
So...
Rock and roll. I don't need to do that, do I? I can just drop straight down. Yeah, now we're going. Now we're cooking with gas. I was actually skipping a step in my mind. I actually forgot about this entire extra locale. So
It's Vault's o'clock, baby.
so we still got a bit more.
Launch pad 7. So Maliwan has that laser on lockdown. There's no way your drop pod would get through security. But I've got a state-of-the-art Atlas brand ship with cloaking. So the plan is to fly up to the orbital platform and take out that laser before Katagawa knows what hit him.
Hey, you got yourself a fragment! Making your own Valky? That's fun. You know what we've been making? An ever-hungry tide of ravenous followers sweeping over the galaxy committing super murder in our name. Just a thought, if you want to keep up, you might spend more time recruiting and less time polishing your gun.
That's called strategy, bitch.
Oh look! 1,000 more bandits pledged their lives to me while we were chatting. Good thing too, I am starving.
Me too. We got a little extra level up there. Hunt skill. Whenever flak kills an enemy, their pet games increase movement speed damage. And flak takes damage, portion of all the damage. Yes, we're going to do that one because I am a liability. Ooh, but that was the 1-for-1. I'll do that next time. And this is also something we're going to do. I have reached my destination. Oof. Still doing the work. And that's what makes a legendary, because we are still on a level 5 gun there that is still doing great work. Well, they didn't catch their level, they're not going to be super high. But we'll check with the next ones. But this game is a bit all over the place with stuff, so you can't trust the weapon system in the same way as I'd like, but it does just, you know, reiterate that point.
Hey, you made it! My ship's right there. State-of-the-art Atlas cloaking, baby. This way. No, 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 no! Katagawa!
Rhys, buddy. Given that unconditional surrender any more thought? Or do you need another love slap from your old pal Laseroid to change your mind? Screw you! When you're ready, just swing by with the paperwork. Can't wait to absorb Atlas into the Maliwan family. Oh, and you can bring Zero. I'll bet he's interested. I'd die before I hand over Atlas to that corporate asshat. New plan. New plan. We steal a Maliwan shuttle with security protocols. Here, take this.
Viper Drive. Thank you very much.
So, the Viper Drive is Atlas' state-of-the-art
Remote hacking. Now we'll use that baby to steal a Maliwan shuttle. You in?
Yes. But what's going on with your face plumage? Is it to attract a mate or scare away predators?
Focus! Just find yourself a Maliwan shuttle and pop in a Viper Drive.
Can't it be both?
We'll do the rest. Okay, time to just gotta get in somewhere you're not wanted. Viper Drive by Atlas. It's state of the art. Yes, we're in.
Now when do I get slot 4?
Rhys comes through. High fives.
Level 9, so yeah, these guys are
Okay.
double the
Hang on,
level,
let me
but
know when you're there.
given that I hit them, I can actually still do nice damage.
A good hunt. A credit to the pack.
Anything else around here? Negatron. Okay. Let's go. Let me think. How long does Skywell take? It's not crazy long. Just depends whether I get caught on a few things. The internal section, from about halfway, that can be a bit chewy. And then Katagawa can definitely be a pain if you don't get your level up a little bit.
I've arrived, Rhys.
I think I've done some playthroughs where I've literally just been not speed running, but rushing through and not really, you know, dealing with much enemy-wise. And yeah, definitely have found it problematic.
Head to the main gate. No death spheres.
Well, I got more pocket space. I can afford to carry around some junk just on the off. So we get a little bit of the reduced gravity here, a little bit more floaty, a little bit pre-sequely. No butt slam, but just the normal slam attack.
Oh, by the way, be careful with this low gravity. Might take some getting used to.
First time Borderlands did a location of this type, in my memory at least, with the... well, I suppose it's not, because I suppose a lot of this is just pre-sequel stuff, but yeah, I really just ignore that in my memory a lot of the time. So yeah, you know, just ignore that last remark, for you people that have actually played all the games as well. This is the first time there's been a space location like this that I've liked it. And it is a bit unique, I think. Yeah, a bit of fun. The low grav just adds for a little bit of extra style. I didn't like that in the pre-sequel, but here it's fine, and without the sort of extra mechanics that came along with that, it's just, you know, a bit of a change to the way it feels moving around, and therefore a bit more variety to your gameplay. Just something else to change things up for a little while and keep things feeling fresh. Stop getting bored.
Don't hold back!
If I go through here, there's another Typhon voice log. Whoa! Okay, I sort of wasn't paying attention to that, so we've obviously now jumped up to level 16 enemies, and we're still doing great with a level 5 gun. I mean, we're getting on what I would consider the edge of it being a reasonable effectiveness. Like, you still want to have a reason to change guns. I'm using this at the moment far more than I should be. Particularly as you guys are having a watch. So I'm going to switch it up just to avoid being too boring. And that was a level 4 as well. Crazy. Okay, well there we go. We got a little bit of a change up. And the voice log is right here.
After I found the vault, all that fame went to my head. At first I was handing out free pickles to orphans left and right. But soon I was building myself houses and yachts out of Rakuvian ham. Also, I lost a buttload of cash betting at the ranch track. Pretty soon I was broke. They repossessed my ham yacht. Meanwhile, Atlas was exploring the neighboring asteroids, hoping to strike it rich. That's why I took the Skywell gig. Boy, was that a mistake.
He's an incredibly rich, experienced chap, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. Like, he can't have gone down the way that it's just not not consistent with the character they created. Something smells rotten in the state of Denmark. That's an interesting little gun. Don't really recall having a pistol that's got quite this vibe to it before. It's a high fire rate, single press pistol, but it's sort of more clicky than because it's an automatic mag rather than the Maggie and a lot of those other ones. It just feels pretty different, and it is crazy stable. It's like no kick on this thing, and I still didn't monopolize on that, but interesting nonetheless. Like, it's so nice to have the opportunity to, after thousands of hours,
pick up the trail.
Pick something up and think, this feels different. This feels like something I haven't really played with at this point. And that's all to do with their gun system, the way that the archetypes of the guns are varied, and then the statistics between them that allow to have various feels to sort of the same gun, depending on what components, what prefix you end up with of that weapon. And that's going to be a drop. I should not have run. That was the exact incorrect thing to do. I'm going to get it this time. Give myself a bit of reasonable cover. That's it. Like I'm about to do a new grenade mod, really. My controls are not very good for that. Minutia shooting at that kind of range. Plus, I suck. That's how you just switch. Get up, mate, coward. Sniper, eh? Coming out of the walls. Do end up with quite a few here, but we must be getting towards the end of this wave.
Nice murdering! I'll find you a way in. Pop a Viper Viper drive into that console so I can hack
Okay, we're
security
gonna
and locate the fragment.
hit pause on that for just one moment because we have a very cool Destiny Easter egg over here. If it triggers, I'm not sure if this is a 100% thing. There's a little bit of trash down here. Yep, there he is, with a Dinklebot. Meant to be a take on the ghost from Destiny. Did I say Borderlands just now? I meant Destiny. Where's he gone, the little sneak? Okay. Oh man. So wooden with my aim at that range.
How are your last breaths going?
Alright, where you at? Let's clean this up. Ooh. Ah, no, wait, they changed something with this. Oh, no, that's right. The lootogram is correct. But originally, when they put this quest on, the whole point was... Oh no, I'll save it. I'll tell you when we get to that point rather than talk about it now, because it'll make more sense, like at the time, if I just show you.
Viper drive. When your hacking skills need some fight. Viper drive by Atlas. Okay, fragment's not far. I'm gonna open that gate. There's reinforcements on the other side, so find some cover and ambush them. Here they come. Enter the base and pop a Viper drive.
That wasn't quite what I meant.
Then I will hack in, locate the laser control room.
Aggressive one. Level 10 null point is still doing good work. Ah, okay, I can't use it anyway. I was aware I'd picked up that rocket launcher, and I thought maybe it'd be worth having a get up gun. Okay, I'll leave these closed, and I can pick them up on the fly.
It'll take you right down to the laser. Viper drive. When you've got pink eye and can't open your front door with a red.
And he has a point about that as well. Like, I've actually wandered off of it. Missed the joke, but he made a joke about how the Viper drive was helping people who couldn't get in their door or activate their thing with their retinal scan because they got pink eye, or, you know, any other thing that might affect your eye. Like, there's definitely a flaw in the idea of having that kind of system.
That's my pleasure yacht. Security, kill the Vault Hunter.
I already have to do some facial ID stuff, and sometimes like fingerprint ID at my places of work, and yeah, I hate that. I hate it with a passion.
You there? How are your last breaths? This was always your end.
Yeah, see, it'd just be... nice just to have a little bit less on my vertical, considering the speed that I'm trying to use this on, so that I can actually kind of look and move around, because I like the ability to be able to move fast or slow despite being stuck on a controller. But yeah, just on the horizontal, like, I always feel like you should have an offset between those. It definitely should not be balanced, because you're able to better determine your position and therefore your speed as you're turning and looking at things, because of the screen being a 16:9. So because you've got a wider field left and right, and you're going to be generally looking at things on the horizontal plane, you are able to better determine things, which means you can have that faster speed. But when you've got this vertical view, your FOV in the vertical is, you know, it's less used. You have less going on up and down, so you don't need as fast of a speed. And when you're sort of popping between body and just want to do like a little headshot or something, I do prefer it just to be a little bit slower. You are being a pain. I'll just do the work for him. Why not? Let's get you out of there.
Your hunt is over.
Wait a sec. Rhys, why are there Vault Hunters here? Tell me you weren't trying to take out my laser. It's my favorite laser, Rhys. Oh, hey! Yeah, see the whole laser thing. Well, it's just making it hard for my employees to work down here. It's really starting to kill morale a little bit. Who cares about them? I'm doing this for us, the people who matter, the executives. But you're ruining it, Rhys. You're ruining it by trying to defend yourself. Security! Kill the freaking Vault Hunter! Hold him off! I can fix this!
Come on now, dumb thumb. Uno left.
Damn it. He locked down the elevator. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. Some spy stuff. Head through those ventilation ducts. They lead straight into the maintenance area.
Yes, sir. They do lead straight there, but there's oh so much poking around to do.
Alright, head through maintenance. I might have found a way into the laser
Sadly,
control room.
even that is better than some people's
I know your
YouTube
stupid
content.
Vault Hunters are skulking about. Better sign
Some
those
people's.
surrender papers, buddy. Otherwise...
Target located. Laser fire in 3, 2, 1.
No, that was my favorite bagel place! Katagawa, you monster! Booyah! And that's only half power. If you don't surrender soon, Rhys, I'm gonna slice you in half. Stupid Katagawa. If I totally could have held him off.
Come back there later.
Then he allied with the stupid children
It's,
of the vaults. Those cultists
chest
have been
that you can
working
smash
themselves
with
to
your
death. I can't compete
iridium
with free
fist
labor.
once you get that. I'm jumping around so much in the games at the moment. I don't have that yet, do I? I've been being dumb and not been doing that for ages, and I actually can do that?
I cannot break through that.
No. See? I wasn't dumb. Well, I'll meet you halfway. I'm not totally dumb. Hadn't. That's it. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
I like your enthusiasm, beast.
Yo, CLB, bring me a Vault Hunter head. I'm gonna hollow it out
Bad shooting.
while I'm partying on the Zanara.
That's for the side quest thing. I don't think I need to go over there anymore.
Come get me, heretic! Die, Vault Thief! You in a minute! What are you inept apes doing? Kill the Vault Hunter!
You gotta offer something my family actually wants, Katagawa. Kill the Vault Thief and you'll earn a place right next to me when we open the Great Vault.
I mean, I feel like she throws that out like candy during the story. But I don't actually recall when we get to that stage that there's anyone standing next to her other than us. Mind you, I guess a fair point to add to that is perhaps because we've killed everyone. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's just a liar. The female psychos are a fun addition. I think that's pretty cool to bring them into the game. They definitely add some more variety and some good humor. Cool voice acting on them.
Papers. Let's see, what should I target next? How about your favorite theme park?
No, not Lazy Riverland. Anything but Lazy Riverland.
Laser firing in 3 bananas, 2 bananas, 1 banana.
Damn it!
Don't worry, Rhys. We've got an anti-grav infinity lazy river on the Zanara. Price of admission? Atlas.
We've gotta find a way to disable that laser.
I definitely need a lazy river ride.
The Skywell gig. Skywell 27 was one of the mining sites orbiting Promethea. The word was, some poor slub had gotten trapped. He was radioing that there was tons of Iridian ruins all around him. I figured he was lying, so the corporations would actually send a rescue crew instead of just paving over the poor bastard. I'd trust a rabid skag before I trusted a corporation. Unless that skag was...
Ooh, idea. Shut down that stabilizing thruster. Might buy us some time. I will never forgive Katagawa for destroying Lazy Riverland. I used to take my team... Booyah! Thrust that, thrusters! That sounded better in my head. Disregard. But look, it's working!
Section 35 thrusters malfunctioning.
What the hell is happening? I was just about to give Atlas HQ a mohawk. Get those thrusters up and running now. Hell yeah. Now clear out those cultists and keep going. The back entrance to the facility is just up ahead.
Let the hunt take you!
That chute is your ticket in. All you gotta do is find the release lever.
Not so fast, Vault Thief. Got some fam who'd love to eat ya.
Oh crap, heads up!
Oops. Delay on throwing stuff like that can be a bit annoying, but I mean, I guess it's going to take you a moment to throw something in real life, so it's my lack of allowing for the technique. Oopsies. Good boy. Light myself up with my own grenade.
You're already dead. You know that, right? Another false siren. Feel the bloodlust.
Uh-oh. Enemy right on top of us, huh?
Ta-da! What, nothing? Come on, I just got you in a freaking Maliwan base. Like, a little celebrations in order. Just press the celebration button. I think it's Q.
Who's my little predator? You are.
Get a little run up. Try and do this as cool as possible.
Crashing down!
Well, that was probably as cool as possible for me.
Don't look!
So, I figured out how to hack
It's the thought that
Kagawa's
counts.
laser. And the control room is just up ahead. Hop in a Viper Drive. Atlas, it's state of the art.
Rhys was a fun character to pull forward. I apologise if I'm repeating myself when you're playing through this. I definitely want to talk about more things to do with the game, but it's easy to get hung up on the same things. And I've had these conversations so many times with other fans of the series, and other people who aren't fans of the series that I've been trying to convince to get involved. That yeah, it kind of blurs in after a while, and I'm a little unsure what I've recorded thus far. So, but yeah, I think it was cool to bring someone from Tales from Borderlands. Like, that was acceptable as a bit of content in the Borderlands universe.
Now die,
Yeah, you got. I think it was only the two of them, wasn't it? It was just Vaughn and Rhys, which you know were two of the very main characters. I guess it's quite possible we'll see more people from that in Borderlands 4. Maybe Fiona will show up and be sort of more of a relevant character for sorry, if nothing else. I imagine that she's the next one that would be on the list. At some point, I guess maybe I'm going to have to play through Tales from the Borderlands 2, which I did clean up my collection with the Pandora collection, just filled the holes in my gap, which is how I ended up with the PC version of the Borderlands Enhanced Edition Game of the Year, Enhanced Game of the Year Edition of Borderlands 1, which I've started doing a playthrough of. But yeah, I feel like maybe I'm going to have to play that entire Tales from Borderlands 2 just to know what's going on in there. I've played, I'd have thought I must have played half of it. Maybe. Actually, no, maybe not. I don't know. I played a fair chunk of it. I played a few hours of it. Let's keep this in perspective. I played a few hours of it because I purchased it as soon as it was available, as I'm a Borderlands nut. But I just did not like it at all. I thought it was absolutely terrible. Terrible writing. Terrible ideas for the best part. There was good stuff in there. There's definitely like some nuggets of good stuff and things that I did like the idea of, but as an overall thing, it didn't feel like Borderlands. It didn't feel like it was up to the Borderlands sort of standard, which isn't particularly high, really, in terms of a lot of things like writing, and that is sort of fairly straightforward stuff a lot of the time. But yeah, it didn't even sort of seem to meet with that, and it just felt very out of place. There was a lot of silly decisions they were making with the property. I don't see how it could be pulled into canon. But yeah, I got to a point, and I was just like, I'm done with this. This is just a waste of my time. I'm not just going to play it just purely for fandom. I do like to support things that are good, and even if it's something that I am really invested in, I'm not going to just support things just for the sake of it, and that is a big problem in the gaming industry at the moment. Unfortunately, you get invested in a game and you're, you know, keen to keep playing it because you just kind of want to see where things are going to go. You know, you've seen shimmers of brilliance and good things, and then you just don't see that for months and months, if not years, in some licenses, and you just want to kind of see the end, just to see it done and move on. That hurt. But yeah, to have an opinion and be able to talk to it about a lot of stuff, because I think I will probably do a video having a good old rant about Tales from the Borderlands 2, but to do that I need to have experienced the whole thing, so I will do that at some point so that I can be useful to others that are similar minded and, you know, sensible enough to avoid things which are basically what appears to be a cash in. It's just the opportunity to try and get more money out of the license without having to put in the time and effort that it deserves. So I start chatting too much and the gameplay goes completely sideways. I mean, not that I was doing any better before, but it's a good excuse though, right? And you must have heard it at least once an episode at this point. So that's what you get with me. Lots of excuses. I can't use my controller. It's been too long. Etc. etc. There's no pros here. This is all just for fun anyway. up some goodies. But I know it's meant to be radioactive corrosion that's coming off of my pet, but I do enjoy using this ability, and all I can think of is soda. All I can think of is soda, basically. But in particular, you know that candy that you can get, that you sort of put in your mouth and like pops, like popping candy. Like for some reason, all I think of when my pet is running around doing that, is I just have the taste of that popping candy just popping in my mouth. Fizzy or Iron Brew. If you live in the UK, you'll know what Iron Brew is. It's a fizzy soda. Something between those two. Iron Brew. Well, that escalated quickly.
The hunt continues, but yours won't.
I'm just going to backtrack just a little. We'll get this person cleaned up. It's pain in the ass. But then there is one of Zero's targets back here. You just hold your horses, Rhys. And a voice log. Not even sure if I know how to get that one. Not sure if I've done that before. Above me. Alright, let's do the thing I do know.
Greetings. I'm Zero. You will
What's up, Z?
on these assassinations. A poor pretender to an empty throne. Cinder to an early grave.
Handsome Jackie, obviously a play on Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2. Obviously a big fan. Some junk for the monies there. Okay, we took that off. Now, where is this voice log? It's not down because I'm. Oh, it does. Can I go down from here? I didn't think you could go down from here. I'm almost positive that's... Oh no, this platform's above me, not down. I won't spend too long looking at this, but I definitely don't have a memory of having collected a thing from up there before. So we'll just have a little bit of a investigate. Oh, a nice big ladder. That was convenient. Maybe I have done this before. I certainly didn't have it on my little mental checklist. Mental. And this is where I just fall off repeatedly and screw up getting this.
Descending!
The whole trap miner thing was a big fat ruse. When I get there, Aslan de Vega calls down and says, "That's for stealing my cut of the vault, De Leon." Then he hucks a grenade, collapsing the tunnel I was in. When you're famous, there's always some asshole who'll try to kill you for money. It took me a while, but eventually I found my way to the surface. Aslan was at the bar celebrating my death. I nabbed his geese when he wasn't looking and stole the butts of ship.
Aslan de Vega's treachery know no bounds. Although these events occurred decades ago, they still get my blood boiling. Oh, right, cache.
I definitely have been in there before, but I cannot remember how to do that at this moment. You carry on with what you're doing. Let's have one last look. No. Can't see any power cables or indicators of how I open that. So is it just a button somewhere? And there's a panel on that that makes it feel like you're meant to go across here. Maybe that's stopping me from going there. Just a bit of idiot proofing. And we have that drop down there, which implies that there's a reason to move between these two areas. Can't do anything with that door. No panels. Nope, that doesn't feel right. I'll just check upstairs, just make sure there's no really obvious button. No. So many goodies and just nooks and crannies and things to open, and it's all very exciting. Okay, I've failed at that. I will not look that up, but if anyone knows and can tell me simply how I'm meant to have done that, then please do enlighten me in the comments below, because I can't remember. Okay, I think I'm gonna push for this, man. We're gonna push for this. Get Skywell cleared up. I am hot. I am tired, but we're gonna get some good progress here. And I'm probably gonna have an absolute nightmare with Katagawa Ball, but we're gonna go for it. We've now got. Oh no, I haven't quite got access to that yet.
God damn it! Katagawa set up a firewall. We've got to destroy the servers. This way. I'll open the door.
Thank you. Such a gentleman.
Actually, I'll stay here. You destroy the servers and come back out.
Yeah, da, da. Okay. That's my dog. Still not named him. Ugh. Not that I'm going to give it any real clever name or anything, but I think it's since episode 1 I've been saying I was going to do that and have not got around to it. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Stick all those on you. Mr. Arbalist. Still chewing through this guy at a fair rate. This guy I often use as a bit of a just a measure of kind of where I am in the game. As long as I can do some decent damage to this guy, then I generally assume that I will be able to do okay damage to Katagawa, even if it takes a while. As long as I can chip away at him, then I'm happy to bang my head against it a bit. But if I can't do damage to that Arbalist, if that's like a hard fight, then I wouldn't rush to get to Katagawa. I would definitely try and make an excuse to maybe do something on the side first. Now I think this is just for just one chest. There was also a Typhon chest on the other side where I just came from, which I can't remember if I have access to those or if I have to wait until later in the game to have access to those. No, I can open it and I got my level up, so that's good. And that's level 16 as well, so you can see everything is still dropping. Very area appropriate, which is not great for us. Was that a forward or a backwards movement? That was a backwards movement. Shouldn't have done that. Good boy. Don't need to do a right. I'll leave that for now. Up to the control room. Just considering how simplistic a lot of the textures and everything are, like just the way they use the lighting and they use the color, like in different areas, they just do such a great job with the environments. They just really do look fantastic. Even on my Borderlands 1 playthrough, because at the moment I am doing simultaneous Borderlands 1, 2 and 3 and Wonderlands playthroughs. This is part of that series, along with boss fights and other things that I'm doing as well at the same time. But even with Borderlands 1, although it is the enhanced edition, it just, sometimes you just walk into areas and you just think, wow, this just is a great piece of art. It's very nice aesthetic, and just a, just a pleasure to be running around in.
Nice one. Now come back out.
And that is yet again another reason that I've just never been that keen on pre-sequel. I just hadn't had that kind of experience with pre-sequel. Everything just feels washed out and bland and mismatched and just, I don't know, it just doesn't click with me, man. Poor Rhys. This is back where I was earlier. Ah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's all I needed. Maybe I've just deactivated it and it's just to go back and check. There you go. So whatever smart Alec filled in that comment in your face. I don't need your help.
Hello, and welcome to Catering for Katagawa.
Vault Hunter Veteran. I knew that it was going to be like that. I was just trying to create, interaction with the audience. You fell for it.
Congratulations. Simply follow these easy to remember
Just kidding, I appreciate
instructions
it.
and you'll go far on the Zanara. Lesson 1. Know your place. While the Zanara is the pinnacle of luxury, you're...
That's it.
It's definitely going to be useful. And what else have we opened up here? So I've now got this other pistol. I'm pretty good with this thing, but I'm going to switch it just with the hope that this is going to give me the edge I need to make it through this encounter. Just get the best stuff that I can for the moment. We've got this get up gun. It's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I can really do with opening up that next shield. Oh. And grenade. Yes, I'm due. Oh. No, I'll stick with that. That's good.
If we don't stop Katagawa's laser, he's gonna turn Atlas HQ into a duplex. And CEOs do not live in duplexes. Maybe TD or CEO does. I mean, those guns are garbage with the trigger, right? Burn! I'm still sad about France. But the fate of the entire planet is at stake. We can mourn later.
Let's go, man. Let's do it.
So here's the plan. We storm the control room, take the vault key fragment, and shut down the laser. Cool?
Now, this is a really cool setup. Really, really nice set piece. Nice fun boss, really nice kind of just background, like the vibe, the funs that they stick in here with Rhys, which they're just starting up. But I have one big gripe, which I'll get to in a second.
I'll play some music to get you.
I hear you,
Yeah, see that little change on the gun there's helped out. But yeah, so sticking the music on is good fun. They obviously had a nice idea there and play it to fruition up to this point. But my big complaint with this thing
They're in the laser control room. Destroy them immediately.
is that when we actually get the Katagawa Ball dead and we activate the laser to take out the Zanara. That's great, Matt. It feels like it should be more of a thing. So you're here, you're standing in this laser, this giant laser, this giant piece of machinery. You have to, you know, slowly turn it around. This big, really heavy building gun, and you just press fire and it's like pew. And that doesn't make any sense to me. The whole building should be shaking. It should be like full vibrate on the controller. The screen like shakes around everywhere. It should be like a crazy thing that you're standing in this gun and you're firing it, like with all this energy outgoing. And you'll see when we get to that bit, given that I don't choke with Katagawa. And yeah, you just kind of just pop out the shot. It feels very anticlimactic, and that's always frustrating. You know, it's a gripe. It's a very small thing. It doesn't make any difference one way or other. But it seems like a very strange decision to have just had it as such a simple thing, considering how well they set everything up for this scene. That should be like, you know, the sort of peak of this encounter, and just really just feels like it falls a little bit flat. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Hit me up in the comments below and let me know whether you'd noticed that, whether that was something that bothered you.
Rhys, listen, real talk. Someone stronger was going to take over Atlas. If it wasn't Maliwan, it would have been Jacobs or Vladov or even Tedior, for crying out loud.
Let them hear your rage.
What else we got going on? Okay, yeah, that's going to be handy for those guys. And just random rocket. Yes. Poke at me. Yeah, we're having a party. That was a funny thing I don't think they ever played into in the game either, but in the first, I think it was the first like trailer for Borderlands 3, they had a little bit where there was like Brick sax solo, and they had like a little bit where Brick was just playing a little sax, which just was for fun. That just went with the music choice I guess they made for the trailer. But I did kind of feel like at the time it was like, oh, you know, I kind of thought they were going to do something about that in the story, like maybe, I don't know, Brick was trying to pacify himself a bit, and so he'd taken up an instrument and was doing a bit of sax, and there was going to be some little story thing with that. But as far as I can remember, at least, that was not something that ever came into it, but that would have been a lot of fun. I could have imagined there being this sort of funny thing with maybe, like, I don't know, they could have done some crossover with him and Maya and the monks, and Maya's like taught him these new techniques and taught him to do that, and the sax hasn't really kind of clicked, you know, and maybe he's just like making a lot of horrible noise with it most of the time. And well, that's cheap. And, you know, that could be a sort of funny thing where all of a sudden, like, it all comes together and, like, you know, you're doing something and he's sort of blasting out some sacks and, like, you know, he's sort of helping the mood. Like, maybe he's trapped behind something so he can't do his normal running around and punching to help you. So I feel like they missed something there. But then, you know, obviously he would have got to the point where he would have just been, like, sick of the no punching and, like, the sacks could have got just, you know, broken, or he just sort of gives up on it and then just starts running around just welting everyone with this sacks. Like, just could have been some really fun stuff there, which I think they sort of missed a little bit of a trick, but maybe next time. Man, those guys hurt. Those guys are always getting me. Get him, boy. Did that not count as Game Boy? Oh. I mean, he's going to be the one that causes me the most problems. I think I can get away from Katagawa enough to be okay. Oop, wrong way.
We're done, buddy. We are done.
Oh man, I'm like in the worst position. Oh, I gotta fire it anyway. That's fine. I guess the badass got taken out by the pup. Okay, here we go. So, everything has come to this moment. We are blowing up Katagawa's ship. We are using the gigantic, multi-skyscraper-sized building that is embedded into a asteroid.
New coordinates accepted. Familial target identified.
Nice bit of shaking as we move. It's fairly appropriate.
Overridden. Firing sequence initiated.
Override firing sequence immediately! Security! Do something!
Laser firing in 3, 2, 1.
Sayonara, Zanara.
Nothing. On the actual shot, no vibration, no nothing, no big shockwave this way, nothing. It just feels a bit flat, but I don't want to take too much away from the moment, because take that, Katagawa. Get wrecked, mate.
Oh, come on! I mean, what's a little destruction of personal property between corporate takeover buddies?
Okay, one sec. Alright, now that fragment's yours for the taking.
Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get through this.
Not so fast.
And we'll turn this in. And that's gonna be this session. Okay, right. Let's get this.
Yes, level up landing.
Level 18. I think as long as we can get the what's going on there? As long as we can get the yellow health off, I think life will get easier after that. And that's reasonable. We're doing some damage, so just got to be a little bit sensible. Nice. That's no problem. Don't get overexcited. Something fun about the corrosive on the robot. Obviously, you can do some firing and fleeing, just get a bit of damage on, and some of that will pin in kind of after the fact. Get my icy slide on so bad. It's also slow and immobile. Ah, there we go. Easy, easy. I mean, Actually, that went a lot faster than I was expecting it to. Which is a bit of a shame. I was going to talk about that fight a little bit more. That is, I mean, if you're a Destiny player, like, that is the ultimate servitor boss. Like, those guys just sit around so much and don't really do very much. Okay, we got that Brainstormer there. A little bit above my level, but that's going to come in handy real soon. Brainstormer has, at different points in Borderlands history, been a crazy weapon. I'll give that a bit of style. Yeah, it's been nerfed, I think, a couple of times because it has been OP. Ooh, that one's fun. Let's do that. And just make sure I don't do something silly like bin it, because I am sometimes a bit bit free of my button presses.
Nice save, Rhys.
Thanks, but let's just take a moment to remember the fallen. Rest in peace, Rhys. Rest in peace.
That's the second piece of the vault key. Bring it to me aboard Sanctuary.
Yeah, I guess with some of these boss fights, it's been quite a long time since I would have done these at such a low level, so I'm sort of perhaps imagining things to be a lot harder than they should be because of it just being a slightly different position in the play. But there we go. So there's obviously side bits to do in Skywell, but that's the main bulk of Skywell done. We've met Maya, done Athena.
I'd always wondered at the sheer size of these vault key fragments. Perhaps the Iridians were larger than us, or stronger. I shall examine this new fragment in private.
Oh.
Is this thing on? Test.
That's quite annoying that it does that every time. That's my fault, maybe. I need to interact with that to stop it. I will do the arms race thing at some point, just to kind of get that down. Let's go skin appropriate for the next area. Ooh, that's pretty appropriate. Let's do that. Although, oh no, that's good. Let's do that.
That will look excellent with blood on it.
Good, because there's going to be plenty of that. Let's just get rid of a load of this. I don't ever like having stuff in my pockets. Probably get rid of that now.
Tell your friends and your enemies. You're gonna need more space, so buy it already. With that upgrade, you can hold more items. Ammo, whatever. You're gonna buy something else or not?
Okay, yeah, so we've got a number of things ticked off there. Good bit of progress. We'll just turn this into Tannis.
You may leave now.
Come talk to me on the bridge.
Get these little scenes out of the way.
You're putting Maliwan to shame out there, killer. Thanks to you, Atlas
trying.
just survived this war after all. But we can't lose sight
team
of the
effort.
vault. We gotta get there before
Them,
the Calypso.
me, you.
That's our mission.
Yes, it's lots of rest for the wicked, huh?
Let's check in with Rhys.
Sort out your
Got
antenna.
intel on the final key fragment.
Dialing in, Rhys Strongport. Man, what a cool name. I bet his ancestors didn't get bullied at all.
Hey guys, thanks for fixing my little depth laser problem. Morale is soaring.
Good work, boy.
You're welcome. So, you said you know where the last key fragment is?
Poor AI.
Well, and
Come over here. The ladies are
I
having
have
issues.
the third key fragment here in Atlas headquarters.
You've been keeping that from us the whole time? I knew we couldn't trust a guy with a mustache.
It's a siege, mustache, okay?
Look, key fragments are worth billions. The research benefits alone could keep Atlas profitable for decades. I've already done some experiments with it, some taste tests, that sort of thing, but at this point, you've earned it.
Cool. Well, we still want it, even if you licked it.
No spoilers, but I hope you like sour apple. Come on down to Atlas, and I'll have Zero let you in through the secret VIP entrance.
There we go.
I've got a job for you.
Right, okay, I think I'm literally going to just stop it there before we go any further. But thank you very much for joining me for this continuation of Flak playthrough on Borderlands 3. That's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying revisiting these. Like I say, I am doing a simultaneous playthrough of Borderlands 1, 2, 3 and Wonderlands, so the content's going to be a bit all over the place, but I'm just trying to build up things on the channel. Going to be doing bosses, takedowns, trials, arenas, pretty much anything, breaking up content, jumping around on various different characters, and just re-engaging with Borderlands and just having fun, just enjoying the content, and you know, hopefully doing some speculation towards Borderlands 4 stuff as well. So anyway, as I say, thank you very much, and I will catch you next time, Vault Hunters. No rest for the wicked. Peace.